Good morning, lovelies. ZoëTwoDots here with some more Pokemon Go goodness for you, and today we're doing a little bit of a, not like a year recap, but I suppose starting off 2019 with a bit of a Pokemon inventory recap. I had a few people asking me to show my top Pokemon, my shinies, things like that. So I decided that, yeah, today's video is pretty much going to be that. I'm going to take you through a tour de Pokemon. What my best Pokemon are, my favorite Pokemon, my shinies, all that kind of jazz, and kind of like set that as like a base for the start of the year to see how much that top set of Pokemon changes through the year, what other hundos we catch through 2019, and what other shinies are released and we get, things like that. So let's just start with the top via CP. So currently at the top of the list there is my Christmas Mewtwo. So this was caught on Christmas Day 2017. It was that really weird wave of like EX passes that went out and thankfully didn't get cancelled on Christmas Day that year. So this one's close to being maxed out. I will do it eventually. It is just a massive Stardust investment and things like that, but I mean, I'm gonna max it out. It's special to me, it's a special memory. After that, we have got my 100% Tyranitar, Dragonites, a whole bunch more Tyranitars there as well that, you know, are in the process of being maxed out if they haven't already. That one's pretty close as well. Hundo Latios, which is an absolute tank of a Pokemon. And a few other things here as well as we scroll down. My Togekiss, I'm really proud of, my 100% Togekiss, making it up to the top there. This was caught in the wild actually as a 100% Togetic, so not a hatch on that one, which is pretty crazy too. Kind of like the I suppose my main top ones are the standards you would expect. Tyranitar's, Dragonites, Gyaradoses, things like that. Nothing too out of the ordinary, I would say, in this top chunk of Pokemon. After that, let's jump into 100%ers. And I'll sort these ones by recent as well. So I'm gonna quickly jump down to the bottom and we'll start from there. So my first ever, would you believe my first ever 100%er was a Togepi, a hatch. It took me, I think I might have had 100% Slowpoke before this that I accidentally transferred like in the first half of the second year of gameplay. But this I didn't get until, like, look at that. Look at that, a well chunk of the way through the year in 2017. First ever hundo, pretty stoked with that. I mean, it's my favorite Pokemon, how could I not be stoked? And as you can see, I've already unlocked the second move on that for Baby League. Beautiful little Togepi. And then after that, the hundos just kind of started rolling in, playing a lot more through 2017 as well. Resulted in a nice collection of things. My 29 CP Venomoth, absolutely love this thing. It is completely essentially useless unless I wanted to put so much Stardust into it, but I love it that it's so tiny and 100%. That Togekiss there again, as I said, caught as a wild Togetic, and a whole bunch of other fun little bits and pieces. The Party Hat Pikachu I'm stoked with. My 100% Honchkrow that I recently evolved as well. It started life as a Murkrow that I caught in Japan. This was, I think, the day before my birthday in Japan last year, which was incredible. I think it was one of the first things I caught when we landed in Japan, because we got in there on the 1st or the 2nd? I think we landed on the 1st, and I caught this on like our first day exploring around through April. A few of these as well have been from quests. For example, the Squirtle with the sunglasses. Really stoked to have gotten this one. I didn't check this one. I think it was still in my quests when I got home. So it was well past the event end time, so I never got the chance to evolve it all the way up to have that special moveset. That's fine though. But I'm pretty stoked to have got one of those from research. A few things here that I might as well evolve one day. Things that are useful, like maybe putting the Magikarp into Gyarados one day. I mean, we've been waiting a hot second for Kyogre to come back, and I've only got like one decent Kyogre, but I'm gonna be patient and wait. That Tyranitar there again as well can be maxed out eventually at some stage if I wanted to. The Unknown was a spicy trade from April. This is the only 100%er I've ever received from a trade, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure I still haven't received another hundo from a trade. This cute little dude with the hat, I love him as well. This one was just, yeah, again, I think just a random catch on the way home one night. Another crazy one, if you guys were in the live stream for this when Com Day, like December Com Day happened, like the full weekend, we were live streaming in the morning as well, and this one popped up on a lure, which was absolutely insane. 100% shiny, it has the special move there, Hydro Cannon. I accidentally powered it up one notch too far for the Great League, which is a bit of a rip, so I mean I'll eventually power it up to be decent in the Ultra League. But I was hoping to use that one in Great League. That would have been very, very fun. but it is what it is. And then recently, my most recent one, I hatched another Togepi that was 100%. So I could potentially have one of every form for Togepi. This is from one of my good Iceland eggies. Thank you very much for sending me that spicy Togepi. But I'm not sure what I want to do with it just yet. I do like that it has the fighting hidden power, because then it's super effective against Munchlax in the Baby League. So I'll probably kind of keep it for Baby League, probably. And again, I'm going to start from the bottom for the shinies. So keep in mind, and I'll try to like say when it has happened, I have transferred a lot of shinies to Pokemon Let's Go, because they were kind of just taking up storage space in here. I have previously as well transferred shinies, just because they are so expensive to trade within Pokemon Go. A lot have been shifted to Let's Go and then given away to people to be able to use, because you can trade multiple times in main series Pokemon games. So, first ever shiny was a Pikachu at Com Day in January 2018. Look at that, all the way up to a Raichu now. So a whole bunch of Pikachus from that. I don't think I'll ever transfer these ones just because they were my first little set of shinies. Nothing wild until Dratini Com Day there, so there's a couple of those guys hanging in there. I did catch several more shiny Dratini, like it was one of my best Com Days. Even though we did have like the connection issues and things like that, I was very, very lucky with the shinies. So some of those have been transferred into the game. After that, we got our first ever wild shiny. So keeping in mind that like shiny Magikarp and a few other things had been around since way before Com Day, the first one. Our first ever wild shinies in Aron that were caught like only a couple of days apart from each other, which again was pretty crazy. So 2 wild shiny Arons, my Lugia, which I love. Lugia is my favorite legendary Pokemon, full stop. I love Lugia. So I got very lucky. I got this on maybe the 4th or 5th raid when it was out earlier in the year there. And then Bulbasaur Com Day, I again did really, really well on that. So a lot of those have been transferred. Again, you can see one named there as well to transfer eventually to Mareep Com Day, Charmander Com Day. You can kind of see that my shiny like wild luck didn't really pick up until maybe around here. So this Wailmer, now Wailord, I got from a quest. It was my first ever quest shiny, which was pretty crazy. I immediately caught it, which was really stupid because I could have taken it around for some really fun photos because it can't run away, but oh well. And I evolved it to make myself hit level 40. So that was my level 40 evolution. My shiny Shelter there as well, totally unexpected, was just out, you know, I think it was just like on the way home. Alan was driving and I was so many of these were caught when Alan was driving. And I'm just like, oh my god, don't speed, don't go too fast. Like, I don't want it to run away. Larvitar Com Day, wasn't that lucky, but I managed to get one of everything. Roselia, when they were out for Safari Zone in Dortmund, I cleaned up quite a bit and we've evolved one of those all the way up to Roserade as well, which is a pretty decent shiny. I don't really like the black and purple color combo. That's not really my thing, but hey, a lot of people love shiny Roserade. The wild Shuppet, again, I went so hard during the Halloween event this year trying to find another Shuppet because I love shiny Bayonet. And I'm not willing to evolve this one yet either because it's such a beautiful color. The Articuno as well, it's a good IV. It's beautiful and shiny and I love it, and I will continue to power it up at some point as well. I do like putting my Stardust into stuff, as you guys probably know. Squirtle Com Day, again, cleaned up. A lot of those have been transferred into Let's Go. And a good little collection. I tried to get one of every kind of like variation that I could for the Com Days. It's like all of the glasses and all of the non-glasses as well. And then Go Fest. So Pikachu being the first thing I caught at Go Fest. 2 of the Snowrunts there, both female, were caught at Go Fest. Minun and Plusle were everywhere, as you can see. Like throughout Chicago that whole weekend, they were just everywhere. So I've got an obscene amount of those guys. This Wailmer was caught at the Sylph after party actually. We're all just like chilling out, talking, hanging together, and everyone was catching shinies at the table. We'd all just like have our phones on the table, check stuff. Oh, shiny, shiny, here go shiny, go shiny. And right as we were leaving, this one popped up as well, which was very, very nice. I love Wailmer, it's such a good shiny. And then my first ever shiny trade that I did was for this Swablu from Panda. So I've still never seen a wild Swablu myself. I'm over like 1,500 probably seen. And I've never actually seen my own wild one. So this was the most expensive trade of my life. I'll never do a trade this expensive again, but how could I not trade and get a shiny from Panda? It just can't happen. Shiny Zapdos there as well. This was just, I think, again, when raids came back in like the raid days. A couple of traded ones in there as well. Whole bunch of Eevees. This Eevee I am saving for Sylveon. So this is what shiny Sylveon looks like. It is gorgeous. I'm really tempted to use it for something that's maybe going to be more functional, but it's 98% and it's a female. And like, if you're aware of like the gender ratios for Eevee, like females are super rare. So the fact that it is a shiny female 98% is stupidly rare. So I mean, I'll decide on that eventually, but most likely Sylveon. Whole bunch of Eevees. Again, I've already transferred some of those. I went crazy for the Eevees on that com day. This was like a really weird and lucky week. Like from the Honchkrow to the Pikachu was in the space of like 1.5 weeks or 2 weeks. So what is that? That's the 21st of the 8th. And then that is the 30th of the 8th. It was just like, it was ridiculous. This was right before flying to Japan for the Safari Zone. So Honchkrow was a Murkrow in my house, which was insane. Another one, this Murkrow, I'm pretty sure was on the Go Plus. Yeah, it's with a red ball. It's on the Go Plus. There's no way I would have red balled that at all when it was 1000 CP. Ho-Oh from a raid, which was just, again, stupidly lucky. Driving around doing some shiny checks, got another, like 3 Murkrow in 1 week is bizarre. And then again, the Go Plus picking up a Snubbull at, we're out doing some night raids, which was just insanity. Pikachu there, the first thing that I caught when getting to the hotel in Yokohama. Chucked my bags down, got settled, met up with the squad, and I was like, oh, this one's my shiny Pikachu, and tapped it, and then it was. I was like, no way, okay, that's pretty good, thank you very much. A few other things, a few trades there as well. Wingull, both of my Wingulls were Go Plussed, so I didn't get a chance to photograph any of the shinies unfortunately, but I did manage to get one of each at least. A few more wild shinies there. My Moltres, again, a very expensive but very grateful trade because I didn't get lucky enough to find one in the, like the Moltres raid day in Japan. Wild Magikarp, which was insane. Again, this one I was over 1,500 seen and I'd never seen a shiny. And got it in Kyoto, which is just so perfect for like Golden Koi. The whole Japan vibe just lines up so wonderfully for me. Pineco was from a quest. Actually, that Pineco kind of falls into that crazy week with the Honchkrow and the Murkrows and stuff, because that was in a quest, in a live stream we got that. Metatite, again, popping up while I was in one of the Airbnbs in Japan as well. Unexpected raid. I jumped off the train and just did a raid at Hachiko Station. Amazing. I love that I got a shiny at Hachiko. It's just such a, like, if you don't know about Hachiko, do a little sneaky little Google for that one. Adorable, like really wholesome, just heartwarming, heartbreaking story about Hachiko the dog. I'm so glad that I have essentially like a little souvenir kind of memento from that area. Then Chikorita Comday, shiny hatted Pikachu, which is outstanding. I love this little dude. She's so adorable. And then shiny Granbull was caught as a Snubbull the weekend that we were down in Sydney before the Beldum Com Day. Growlithe caught wild, 93%, pretty happy with that. All of these Metagrosses here evolved as well. The shiny Drifloon that we managed to get on the Go Plus, I was out shiny hunting all day for this one, and then the second that I put on the Go Plus and decided to kind of call it quits for the day, this was the first thing that I picked up on the Plus, which is ridiculous. It's a gorgeous shiny, I love it, I'm so happy I got it. And then Houndour we grabbed when I was grabbing a morning coffee, because I mean you can't not get a coffee in Melbourne. Then Melbourne Com Day Take 2, so Asia Pacific got a redo of Com Day. All of these shiny Beldum, I caught so many. So I figured it'd be silly kind of not to evolve all of them, so they get the special move, and then that way anyone who did miss out on a Com Day, I can slowly and eventually trade them out to people that need them, or maybe try for a lucky with someone else who's got a Metagross, and we'll go like 1-for-1 shiny trades. See how it goes. Pinsir there as well, and Gengar, that was the kind of combo Safari weekend and Gengar raid days. Shiny Ponyta and Cubone, one of each for the Ingress Prime celebration event. That Magikarp there as well was a quest from Sydney. I carried it around for ages to take photos in my little quest stack. Then the Cyndaquil Community Day, where I made the big stupid decision to not evolve anything, and I really want a Cyndaquil, or sorry, a Typhlosion with Blast Burn, and I stupidly forgot to evolve one during the, you know, the throwback Com Day as well in December, so my bad, I don't have one. Then the first thing of the December throwback kind of Com Day was our Blastoise there. A few other things with Dratini, Beldum, Cyndaquil, little bits and pieces, a Mareep. Snorunt I got lucky and got during the December, like the Christmas, the holiday event. So there's that one there, a nice little male Snorunt. My pride and joy. A shiny Togepi. Oh my god, I love it so much. I absolutely love this little baby so much. That is like my absolute crown jewel. My goal is to walk with it as my buddy to like 1,000 kilometers. I got so close with my Hundo Togepi. I think we got up to like 700 kilometers with Hundo Togepi. So I want to get shiny Togepi, just like kicking it out of the park. Then our traded one from Starseek there, and our Delibird that Alan gave us as well, very generously. I promise I didn't bully him out of it. He was just like, yeah, you'll appreciate it more. Oh, thank you, I love you. So yeah, that is a little tour de shinies. There's a lot in there, taking up a whole bunch of space. So tour de shinies, tour de hundos, and tour de top CP Pokemon. So yeah, I hope those of you who had asked and requested that video got what you would like out of it. If there's other Pokemon in my storage that you would like to see, or if you'd like to take a little tour of, you know, particular maybe like legacy moves or my oldest Pokemon or my regionals or weird things like that, let me know in the comments down below and I'll be sure to do that for you guys. Let me know in the comments down below, what is your favorite hundo, what is your favorite shiny that you've got, and what is your favorite like kind of top tier tanky CP Pokemon. Otherwise guys, I hope you have a wonderful morning, noon, night, whatever time it is for you, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.